So there's a lot of choppy water in the traditional CPU space to come,
Mhm.
in our view.
Yeah. And actually, just highlighting that one point, the traditional benchmarks out there. If what we're saying about disruptive innovation is correct, and these S curves are feeding one another, so that these trends are accelerating, it probably means the amount of creative destruction out there is going to be pretty serious. And I think it will hit, again, the traditional world order, which today is represented by the broad-based benchmarks. So again, it's really important to be on the right side of change when it comes to innovation. I'd like to bring us into maybe a little more quickly. We spent time with deep learning because it is really critical to everything that's happening. But from virtual worlds and digital wallets, Bitcoin, electric vehicles, autonomous automation, drones, orbital aerospace, as you mentioned, the DNA sequencing. AI is going to touch every one of these, but maybe why don't you select the next one we talk about, Brett?
So if you stack all of these opportunities up, and this goes back to your original point, Cathie, if you look at all the 14 technologies and the modeling we've done on those 14 technologies and the attributable market cap, right now we think there's roughly $14 trillion in attributable public equity market cap to those technologies. By 2030, we think there's going to be on the order of $75 trillion in attributable market cap. That's roughly the size of the total global equity market today. So that gives you a sense of like how much value creation we think is going to happen in the technology platforms that we're focused on. And by the way, we could be wrong, and it's not going to be a straight line from here to there. But that's how much value creation we think there's going to be. And it could result in a lot of destruction to the rest of the kind of public equity space along the way.
Yes. And we would be remiss if we did not talk about one more topic, because today, actually, and I realize this will be a bit dated when anyone's hearing it, but the market cap, or the equivalent of market cap for Bitcoin, just crossed $1 trillion. And Yassin El-Mandra has written a number of white papers, more are on their way. And he points out that every use case is just additive to Bitcoin. But just think about this: $1 trillion is half of what Apple's worth, and yet this is a global digital monetary ecosystem. And Bitcoin is the reserve currency of that ecosystem, we believe. That is a very big idea.